Hey everyone, how's it going today? Just stopping in. Sorry this didn't work out earlier, but I think I finally got this up and running on Hangouts. And the reason why I wanted to do is because I can use PowerPoint presentations and I can add different apps, videos, stuff like that. And I think as I get going, we could really make a difference on this. So I just wanted to introduce myself. I hope this goes well. And again, my name's Brian. If you need anything, you give me a holler. So let's begin our presentation. Becoming a health coach. Skills Lab number 1. Let me blow this up for a second. And we're there. Becoming a health coach. Skill Labs 1. What are we doing? It's the 10 dietary paradigms of Health Coach Institute. Our instructions: discuss each paradigm for 5 minutes. Here are some questions to consider in our discussion. Do you agree with or disagree with? If you disagree, how does it conflict in what you believe about yourself and the world? What does it show up in your life? How might it apply to your life? How might this paradigm apply to your work with your clients? So here's the first one. There are as many right diets as there are people on the planet. Well, doing some research, there was an article on the Huffington Post that talked about the $60 billion diet industry. People are looking for a quick fix. They want a program that will produce the greatest amount of weight loss for the smallest amount of effort. What people don't realize is there really isn't a program. There isn't a cookie cutter process that's going to do that for you. And if you start denying yourself all the foods you love, how long do you think you're going to be able to keep that up for? It's definitely not forever. With my experience, some of my greatest results in weight loss didn't involve giving up the food I love. However, it did require me to control the amount of food I did. Portion controls. You have to listen to your body and try different things. For example, my girlfriend is allergic to aspartame. She quit drinking diet soda and realized a significant increase in how she felt, the decrease in the amount of headaches she was getting. Her health went up as a result. You have to try things until you reach the best self of yourself. What I want people to remember is diet shouldn't be some secret mystery. It should be decide how I'll eat today. That's right. Diet stands for decide how I'll eat today. What's healthy for one person might not be healthy for you. I believe this is to be true and false. The true part, each of us are special, and we are need our own path. This is no guarantee something that works for one person will work for the next. By the way, this doesn't only work for food, it also pertains to exercise. For example, if you have bad knees, running may be good for your friend, and heck, may even help your brother and sister lose weight. But if you're in excruciating pain when you're done, it's definitely not good for you. You got to find a different outlet. The false side on this, though, is success isn't some big mystery. Do what other successful people do, and you will be successful. Study successful people and imitate them. Doing this will give you a great starting point. And remember, you shouldn't try to reinvent the wheel. It already works. It already goes around. Whenever I train people at work, they always are trying to tell me, oh, we should do it this way. It's better. But I always have to keep reminding them, always have to keep going. You need to learn it my way. You need to learn the way that we've proven that it works, and then we'll talk about changing it. You got to start from somewhere. The next one is the body has an innate wisdom beyond any book or authority. I think it is sad that we don't listen to ourselves as a culture. We don't listen to our own bodies. How often do you feel something is wrong and then ignore it? Or worse, throw some pills at it? If you're always tired, shouldn't you look at how you're sleeping, how you're eating, how you're drinking? Your body will scream at you if something's not right. One of the examples I'm using right now is my blood pressure has been up quite a bit lately, stress, stuff like that. And what I realized is I've been getting lightheaded, dizzy. I am tired all the time. I'm having sweats. And I got to remind myself that that's my body telling me, hey, slow down, calm down, relax. And I find, if I go for a jog or go for a swim or lay down for a little bit, it gets a lot better, but we gotta listen to our bodies when we're doing this stuff in order to be better. The next one is diets are not useful as dogma, but they are useful as reference. Dogma, in case you guys don't remember, the definition is a belief or set of beliefs that is accepted by the members of a group without any questions or doubt. My brother's a perfect example. When he gets on a diet, it's crazy. He's so crabby. We can't go out to eat anywhere. We can't enjoy going to get ice cream. We can't enjoy to do anything because his whole focus is on all these rules that he's created on what he can and can't eat and what he can and can't do. The problem is when he quits dieting, he balloons right back up and he's bigger than ever before because he just keeps gaining weight. He just keeps going because he hasn't learned anything. I think it's more important to understand what the diets are trying to accomplish and to make an educated decision about what's right for you. So remember, you should never follow anything by dogma. You should never follow anything blindly. You should always ask questions. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If people aren't willing to give you a straightforward answer, get out, leave, move on, because it's probably not right. Because if no one can answer why they're doing what they're doing, then there's something wrong with that situation, and we got to continue moving on and figure out why before we get into a point where we're brainwashed to think that too. Your body is the ultimate dietary authority for every phase of your life. As we age, our bodies change. You have to listen to it. This goes back to everything else that we've covered. And if you're not noticing the changes, your body will overcome you. The amazing thing, though, is your body can fix itself. I've heard stories of people who've overcome cancer. I've heard stories of people who felt better in their 70s than they did in their 30s. It's all because they started listening to their bodies and made amazing changes. You gotta listen to what it's telling you, and you can really make some changes. I don't believe your body quits burning calories because you're getting older. I believe it's using it right, or you're not feeding it the right energy that it needs at the time. Your body's amazing and it can do some awesome things. Oh, here's the next one. Your diet changes as you change. Well, duh. If you don't know this by now, we should probably start at the beginning of this presentation because this is what we've only been talking about. This is everything we've been talking about. You gotta know your body changes, you gotta change. So here's the beginning again because apparently you didn't know, but I'm joking. Let's move on. Your body is the most powerful, least expensive, and best dietary experimentation lab in existence. Do your homework. Figure it out. What do you want to try to fix? And go from there. 99% of the plans fail because they never got started. People are afraid. They fear to try something new because it might not work out. Well, if you do not try, you will not know. I have changed some supplements over the years and have some amazing results. And it was easy to try. I also think about this health coaching business. When I started to tell people, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, everyone started to say, no, that's stupid. You shouldn't do that. You're not going to make any money. You're not going to start a career. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your money. You'll never see it through. I just shut them out. I had to tell them to quit talking to me. I had to push them out because they were creating that fear. And that fear was getting me to a point where I wasn't going to start. I wasn't going to try it. So remember, 99% of plans fail because they never got started. And as I posted before, Thomas Edison tried to invent the light bulb 10,000 times. And he doesn't say, hey, I failed 10,000 times. He goes, I found 10,000 ways that didn't work. And if he would have stopped it the way two, I think it'd be a lot darker now and I'd still be using a candle, which would make my computer hard to use. Your relationship with food and your body impacts your health more powerfully than the food you eat. You are what you think you are. There have been many cases, and I look back at this all the time, of women who think they're pregnant and they have the full-blown symptoms: morning sickness, big belly, weight gain, their boobs get bigger, they start having symptoms, they think they're going into labor. I mean, the body and mind is that powerful, and whatever you think and put in your mind, it does it. So if your mind can convince you you're pregnant, don't you think it can convince you that what you're eating is making you fat? It will make you fat. I mean, there's pretty much simple there. You are what you put in your mind. You got to work on positive affirmations. You got to work on telling yourself, this is good, this is what I'm doing, and this is healthy. You got to have the right mindset. Every symptom, craving, or behavior around food has a positive intention. Therefore, symptoms, cravings, and behaviors are not the problem. They're just the best solution your body came up with so far. Boy, is this correct. It's important to ask, why am I feeling this way? And don't stop until you get your answer. Don't get some lazy, well, I'm tired and I need an energy drink, and that'll make me better. You got to find out why you're tired. Are you not sleeping right? Are you stressed? Are you worried about something? Is your blood pressure off? There are definitely times you're not going to want to face it, but the real change will happen not until you really understand why it exists. One of my biggest things is that I crave sweets. I love sweets. I think they're the best thing on the face of this earth. And sometimes when I'm sitting there going and I pass an ice cream shop, I'm like, man, I got to go get ice cream. I got to go get ice cream. And then I sit down for a minute and think about, why do I need this ice cream? And the truth is, it makes me happy. And my body is saying, Brian, you're really stressed. You're really angry. You're having a bad day. Let's go get you some ice cream so I can make you happy. Unfortunately, that only works for a little bit, because then when I get done eating it, and trust me, I'll eat it, I feel horrible about myself, because then I realize I ruined my diet. You gotta sit down and figure out, why do I want to do this? And is this the right path for me? Every symptom. So I was talking to one of our other classmates earlier today, and one of the time, this was kind of a troubling topic, because they didn't really understand the process, and I kind of get that. And the question that came up is, how is bulimia a positive intention for your body and mind? The thing is, the only answer I can give is, you're telling your mind all the time, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat. And your body says, I've got to fix this. And what's the only way to lose weight? Eat less or throw up more. There's only one solution a bulimic's mind can say. After I'm done binge eating, I have to throw it up. I know this is a gross simplification and it's a lot more difficult, but however, it gives a basic understanding of why we do what we do and why it happens. And we've got to start trying to figure out ways to understand that and break it into bite-sized, manageable pieces. I know, I'm talking a lot about food here. Nourishment, it's about much more than just food. Being loved and feeling safe mean more to people than those French fries ever will. Well, maybe not burgers, but French fries. There is a need to connect. Feeling loved and safe, that is more important than anything else. You hear it all the time at church and through communities, faith, hope, and love. That's what's the most important things. I have never seen a case of someone committing suicide because they were starving. However, take that same person and starve them of faith, hope, and love, and they will be gone before you know it. Your body needs much more than food to survive. It needs the right psychosocial input on a daily basis. Remember, if you think you're a loser, you were fat, or you were ugly, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what people tell you, you will convince yourself that you are. You have to think positively. I know I've seen some very beautiful women, and all they think about is how fat or ugly they are, or how they wish their ear was an eighth of an inch higher, or, oh, I see this wrinkle on the side of my head. And that's all they think about. That's all they are, and that becomes who they are. And they have to learn to go through those positive affirmations and change that. Because remember, faith, hope, and love is what keeps us going. It's what makes us who we are. So if you guys have any questions or you want to know anything, here's my contact information. If you notice, I put certified health coach. I know it's not true yet. I know it hasn't happened yet. But you have to live in the moment and believe it's going to happen. You can't wait for it, because you got to just jump in with both feet. And remember, if you want something you have never had, you have to do something you have never done before. Keep remembering that and keep learning that. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this works out good for you. If you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully we can see you again on Saturday. Okay, I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.